Hi, Nita here with WeCookiers. I thought today I would show you my process of making my sugar cookies to put the royal icing on. I will walk you through the ingredients and then my process. It's for the best sugar cookies you'll find. They're very soft and velvety and can be very thick and they'll stay fresh for weeks in a covered container. So first off, you're going to need 3 cups of flour. I've already got these measurements out. So 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1 egg per batch. As you can tell, I'm doing 8 batches, which makes about 20 cookies each, so that's a lot of cookies. And we're going to need some emulsion, the butter vanilla emulsion, and almond is what I use with that, 1 teaspoon of each. Half of an 8-ounce square of cream cheese, and 2 sticks of butter. And we'll go ahead and get, and 1 teaspoon of salt. I went ahead and added that into the flour. But you do want your salt because that's going to add you a lot of flavor. First, we're going to take your 2 sticks of butter and make sure that these are room temperature, almost room temperature, cool, but bendable still. And take 4 ounces of cream cheese, and we're going to make sure that those are going to be creamed really nicely together, and they'll turn a nice light yellow when they're creamed properly. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. Okay, when that is done creaming the butter and the cream cheese, it should be a very nice light yellow. And you just want to scrape the sides down. Make sure it is mixed evenly, incorporated really well, and it's nice and fluffy. Okay, and then we will add the sugar, 3 cups of sugar, 1 egg. And these are going to be room temperature as well. Okay. And your emulsion. Like I said, I use a teaspoon each. 1 of almond. You can use whatever flavorings you want to, though. 1 teaspoon of each. And when you start to mix this up, you're going to not want to beat it very long, just until that egg is incorporated well. And I'll be right back. The sugar and the 2 emulsions are now beat up. I usually do set it on about a 3 to 4 setting on my stand mixer. You don't want to go more. Like I said, the more that you mix it up, the egg could make it tougher, the dough, the final result. Okay, and then you're going to want to scrape that bowl after that and make sure that the sugar is off the bottom for sure. You know, make sure it's all mixed up. And it is. It's nice, like, still fluffy and really pretty. Okay. And the final step then is adding your 3 cups of flour, and the teaspoon of salt is also in here, like I had mentioned. And I always do my flours and sugars and salt, and I always do those up in bags to have them all ready for me for the next time, and I just keep using the same bags over. And it saves a lot of time just to be able to grab them. And you're going to want to turn this on again just until the flour is incorporated in your mixture. Now that the flour is mixed in, it's going to be rather stiff. And we're just ready to put it scrape the bottom and put it into a ball. And I'll show you that process next. But we're going to go ahead and get this out. I always scrape the beater with my finger. Get it all off. There's always work better than a spatula for some reason. Okay. So, this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's very stiff. And I'm going to have all the ingredients listed in the show notes below here on YouTube. And I will have the full recipe at WeCookiers.com if you want to go get that. You won't be sorry for doing that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is clear my mess and go ahead and show you how I package this dough. We are now ready to make a ball of our dough that we've just made. And scrape down the sides. And just dump it out on your clear wrap. And it will be kind of dry. But that's okay. It'll just smush all together. Okay. And then you just gotta make it up into a ball. And then just simply for the ease of freezing it, I just mash it down into discs so they can stack. It doesn't have to be exact, of course. I like to take it out to about 3/4 of an inch, maybe, something like that. That way it just saves time when you're rolling it out with a rolling pin. Okay. Now, if you're using this relatively quick, I would just do one, like literally within 2 days maximum. I would just do one of these clear wraps. If you're doing it more than 2 days, I would definitely consider doing a double wrap and letting it sit in the refrigerator for, I wouldn't let it sit for more than 3 or 4 days. And then if it's more than that, just to be on the safe side, because it will dry out over time if you're not careful, is I take the double wrap disc, and then I have the 2-gallon Ziploc bags, and then I'll stack however many in there. I think I can fit I can fit 4 of them in there, and then I'll stick those in and get as much air as you can out, and then I'll stick those in the freezer. I do a lot of cookies, so I really do, am prepared with these discs. So my refrigerator is typically pretty full, my business refrigerator. But other than that, again, this is Nita with WeCookiers, and if you would like to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. That helps my channel as I'm pretty new right now. But I teach the A to Z in cooking, taking the beginners by the hand and then promoting them on into their own business and how to run a smooth business through that. I encourage you to come over to WeCookiers.com and take a look around, get some inspiration, and hopefully learn some things. So until then, you have a WeCookier day, and God bless. Thank you.